I bet you're the type of F&I manager that says to the customer, has the sales consultant gone over the factory warranty before you give a presentation? Or maybe you say to the customer, my responsibility is to go over the factory warranty. Let me share with you what it covers, what it doesn't cover, and why I think you should buy an extended service contract. If you're that type of F&I manager, the most common objection you're going to get at the end is, can I think about it? Because you've already told them what they have. And they want to think about, should I buy it because I already have 3 years of coverage, or why should I pay for something I already have? And I can wait because I'm that customer who got inundated by those calls after I bought a car. Would you like to extend your warranty? I mean, you got to stop, man. You got to stop with going over the factory warranty before you give a presentation. You got to stop with telling customers your responsibility is to go over the factory warranty, because it's not your responsibility. It's the sales consultant's responsibility to go over the factory warranty. And every time you go over the factory warranty, the majority of customers at the end are going to say to you, I want to think about it. And let me tell you something. You want to eliminate or reduce the number of times a customer says, I want to think about it. Then there's going to be those customers, for those F&I managers, that don't go over the warranty in the beginning. And the customer still says at the end, you know, that's a lot to think about. Can I think about it? Mr. and Mrs. Jones, you can certainly think about it. But obviously, you wouldn't take the time to think about it if you weren't somewhat interested in the program. I want you to think about what I just said. A customer looks at you and says, I want to think about it. Or can I think about it? You look at them, you say, you certainly can think about it. But I'm assuming that you wouldn't have asked me that question, can I think about it? Or you wouldn't say, I want to think about it, if you weren't somewhat interested in the program. And the customer goes, yeah, I am somewhat interested in the program. I gotta sleep on it. I gotta think about it. It's a lot of money. Well, it is a lot of money, but it does a lot. Let me show you what it does. Let me restate the benefits to you. Let me share with you the features and benefits of this program that you're most interested in, that you want to think about. You probably have some unanswered questions that the brochure is not going to answer, okay? You might want to do some research online. That's called transparency. That's showing the customer that you care. So when your customer says, I want to think about it, tell them it's all right to think about it, you know? Don't look at them and say, what's there to think about? That's just not the right way of doing it. So the tip of the day is, or the tip of the year, or any tip you want, however long you want to call it, is refrain from going over the factory warranty. And you're probably saying to yourself, yeah, but it really works. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work as well as if you didn't remind the customer what they already have. Because just think about it. If you were sitting in the customer's shoes and they told you you have 3 years of 36,000 miles, you have 4 years of 50,000 miles, you have 10 years or 100,000 mile powertrain, what's going through your mind? And then that same person asks you, would you like to extend that term? And you're buying this car, you don't know how long you're going to keep it. I got to think about it, man. That's a lot to think about, you know? I already have coverage. Why should I buy more coverage? So when a customer says, I want to think about it, just simply look at them once again. I get it, man. There's a lot to think about. And you know what? I don't blame you for thinking about it, but you probably have some unanswered questions. And I'm here to answer any of those questions, because obviously you wouldn't have said, I want to think about it, if you weren't somewhat interested in the program. So let me review the coverages one more time. And then it gives you less to think about when you go home. And maybe you can make the decision today. And the best time to make the decision is while the iron's hot. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. and Mrs. Jones? The best time to make a decision is before I print the contract. Because one of the things you say to a customer before you go into a presentation is, before I print the final paperwork, I like to review the options that are available to you to enhance your ownership experience. I want you to know you can take delivery of the vehicle at the base payment. And then you go through your menu presentation at the end, which option works best for you, and they look at you and say, I want to think about it, okay? That's fine. You can think about it. But obviously you wouldn't ask me that question if you weren't someone interested in the program. Do you mind if I share something with you? And then pull out a brochure. Or then pull out an evidence manual. Here's something else to think about. And show them the electronics in a vehicle. Talk about the semiconductors. Talk about the wiring harness, how it's about 10 miles long. And then you convince customers to buy at that point. If you want more information on how to handle customers' objections, from I can't afford it, to I had it before and never used it, to I got to go talk to my mechanic, or I got to go talk to my dad, or my dad told me not to buy it, you got to visit us at www.prodprep.com and get some more information. Take a free test drive today. Until next time, go get them.